Hello everybody, and welcome to Red 2 Chatter, the show about everything Star Wars. Again, I do a lot of stuff, so I get a bit confused from time to time on what show I'm on.
It's like mental block for like just half a second.
Yeah. Red 2
Red 2
Chatter, that's right. That's right. Why am I even but then again, why am I even hesitating? Because this is the only time I come down here.
Right, we're just surrounded by Star Wars stuff.
Yeah. I'm Dallin, that's Jay.
Hey guys.
And that's Ryan.
Oh.
And, yeah, we got some stuff to talk about today.
Right. What was this? Episode 44?
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah. 44, yeah.
So welcome to episode 44. If you're new
Yeah.
to the channel.
If you're one of those 3 people that watch consistently. Welcome
Yes,
back.
thank you.
Welcome back. And, yeah, let's jump right in. First one that we have is something from yakface.com. It is a 2018 vintage collection Wave 1 UPCS. What does that?
UPCs. So that's the
UPCs.
little codes that they put on the back of the toys.
Okay.
The scan codes. It's a UPC code.
So we got Rey on Jakku, Kylo Ren from The Force Awakens, the First Order Trooper, which is from The Force Awakens, Supreme Leader Snoke, Jyn Erso, and Hoth Rebel Soldier.
Right, so these will be all the ones that are coming on the vintage card backs for the Wave 1.
So the larger,
Yep.
the 6-inch.
Yep.
On the vintage
6-inch
card
black series on the
backs.
vintage
Which I'm
card
still
backs.
missing the R2-D2. If anybody's got any clues?
Which is cool. The one that excites me the most is the Hoth Rebel Soldier.
Yes, because that's an oddball you want.
Right, it's just so odd.
Yeah, and also that's also probably my favorite Hoth. That's probably my favorite Rebel costume. Is the Hoth.
Is the Hoth one.
Oh yeah, I love this one that like Luke's wearing on the Tauntaun.
Yeah.
Yep. My second favorite is the sort of the Rebels that are on the Tantive 4 with the helmets.
Oh yeah,
The white helmets.
Yeah. I like that
Some of the
outfit as well.
The first guys you see in the movies.
Yeah.
They are the first people you ever see in the whole of Star Wars.
Yeah.
They are the first people. But yeah, very cool. I would love to get the Jyn Erso one. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll try to get all of them. I'm still missing R2 from the one wave way back in the day. I did find Han Solo
Right,
just the other
picked
day.
up Han, so Hope's still out
Hope's
there.
still out there.
Yeah. We got J.J. Abrams gives an update on Episode 9. We have a script.
It's hard to believe they can write scripts that fast, but
Right. It is, but then all 3 of us are in a comic book illustrating class.
Uh-huh.
And and we each picked a different script for our class, and so we're having to draw it out. But it's interesting just to read through those tiny little scripts, like how much actually goes into them. So you're right, it's amazing that how quickly they can turn a script out from just ideas.
yeah, that's amazing to me.
What's even more amazing to me is how quickly, at least for comic books, how quickly the artist can just go through it.
How can get it done?
Yeah, how quick they can get it done. It's that's pretty impressive to me.
Yeah, but it seems quick to us, but I bet it doesn't to the artist.
Probably not.
Oh my god! I got this deadline. It's in 3 weeks.
With this one, though, he has a starting point pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So you know where you just need that ending point, and then you just got to fill in the in between. So I can see where these ones would be a little easier to write, but like a Force Awakens had to have been
Right.
You think it would take longer for Force Awakens just because it's brand new.
And since J.J. Abrams is doing it, and he did Force Awakens, I'm sure he had in his mind already where the end point was for the entire trilogy. Just so he kind of knew the direction to take Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Even though what Rian Johnson did may have thrown him off a little bit, he still might be able to get back to that.
Threw him a curveball.
Right.
Yep.
He still might be able to get back to that original end point that he saw.
Because I bet he was
For the
probably
movies.
expecting Snoke to live through the second.
How do you think they would have friggin' asked him, especially since they already knew he was going to do the 3rd movie? He's like, can we kill him off, or is he really dead? Or
Right. Abrams could easily
bring him back.
use some sort of Sith or Force
magic.
and
Some Mother Towson stuff.
You can't. Well, you can't.
Yes.
You also can't tell me that they don't have the ability. Well, they have clone troopers, so you know they have the ability to clone. They could clone his body. It's just his mind. I mean, but can you force project yourself back
like,
into your own body after you've died?
It's like Well, that's kind of what Star Wars. There's Legends, but Star Wars Legends with the Emperor, he cloned himself multiple times, and then he just kept on possessing his clones, so that way he could remember it all, and so that he could just basically keep going and going and going.
They could bring that back from Legends and do the same thing.
Same kind
Yeah.
of thing, yeah.
I mean, yeah, the cloning technology is already there. So if Snoke was such a
So
he was just like wanted to have that ultimate like everlasting power. Maybe he did just make a bunch of clones and he figured out how you kill me. You can't ever kill me.
Yeah.
I see everything.
my force consciousness goes into my next body.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, Abrams could easily make that happen, and it would be completely believable.
Oh yeah.
So you never know. All right, what's up next, Al?
Solo, a Star Wars story toys hit stores on Wookiee Weekend.
What's Wookiee Weekend?
Wookiee Weekend is April 20th.
April 20th. I will. What is that? It's probably a freaking Saturday, though.
Friday or Saturday. Friday, I think.
Oh, I might be able to go out and actually hunt for some toys. I work weekends, so I don't get a chance on
Friday
weekends.
this year. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah.
Well, the 1st is a Sunday because Easter is on the 1st, on April 1st.
Excuse me.
So yes, the 21st would then be a Saturday, because if the 1st is on a Sunday, then the 7th is on a
So
Yeah.
So yeah, Friday. Hopefully they have them out. I'll be out there hunting around looking.
Yeah, it
Friday.
says Wookiee Weekend follows the tradition of Force Friday for Star Wars The Force Awakens, Going Rogue for Rogue One, a Star Wars story, and Force Friday 2 for Star Wars The Last Jedi. So basically the same thing. People I'm sure people are going to be, lined up outside to...
Maybe not for this one as much as for the...
But I bet Toys R Us does a little...
They'll probably still do
midnight
something.
thing.
And there's probably... And the hardcore fan, yeah, they're still going to be... I know... if the same people are there, I know who they would be. From the last time we went and did that on Force Friday.
Like those guys that we met who went to Celebration as well.
So people who went to Celebration are going to be out there on that day looking for their toys.
Yeah.
If they're a toy collector.
So it's cool. They're coming pretty soon. I mean, I saw a post on Facebook like 90 days till Han Solo comes out, so we're like 88 now or so. I saw it a couple days ago. So
yeah.
That's hard to believe.
We're under 90 days.
Hard to believe this is 2 months out of this year is already gone.
Right? Yeah, it's going by so fast.
I'm excited for Solo, though.
Me too. Like, it's an article I didn't put on the Facebook page, but maybe I will go back and find it. We can talk about it next week. But Rian Johnson gives quite a bit of praise for the Han Solo. I mean, he's seen a certain amount of it, a cut of it. He says, he's pretty excited about it.
Now, this is a question that was posed to me. Does it bother you that they're getting rid of the mystery of Han Solo?
No.
No, because I don't think there was a whole lot of mystery to Han Solo.
Yeah.
I mean, there was some, but I think to go another direction, to have a story about Boba Fett, which we've gotten quite a bit, really.
In Clone Wars, yeah.
In Clone Wars, but as a young man, very young, teenager.
We didn't get to see him as an adult,
right,
and really get experienced in the nitty-gritty of
it's
the
like
bounty hunter world.
Right, once he finally sort of dons the mask, he kind of becomes more shrouded in mystery.
Yeah.
Dons the helmet.
Yeah, so if you got something like that, I think you'd be a little bit more... I'd probably be just a little bit more disappointed.
Right, I don't want to know what Boba Fett does on, when he's not hunting for bounties. I don't need that kind of stuff. But Han Solo is a little bit more open character, so to delve into his past is a little bit more interesting.
Yeah,
for one.
Yeah.
Plus, you're going to get also some backstory of
keep talking. Hold on.
A couple of other people, or at least one other character that you really wanted to know more about, and that's
Lando,
right, and Chewie,
right.
Chewie, if you ask me, has more mystery about him. He knows Yoda, but
why hasn't he said anything?
Why didn't he? He knew who Yoda was, but he didn't say anything. He took care of the cat issue.
Cat issue subverted.
Yeah.
So, but you get backstories of 2 other characters that I really want to know more about, and that's Lando and Chewie.
Yeah, yeah.
So, right. If you ask me, Lando had more mystery about his background than Han
did, yeah.
Right, just because you spend less time with Lando in the original
and you
trilogy.
got even more mystery, I think, with Chewie, who you've known for a long time. You still don't. You've seen him from the prequels, and he's in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
He's there. And he knows Yoda, and that's crazy that he knows Yoda, but he never, he never says anything to Luke. He never says anything to Obi-Wan.
Right. He helps Yoda get off Kashyyyk.
Yeah, well, he knows,
doesn't talk to anybody about it. It's crazy.
He knows the Force is real because he's been with Yoda, but Han doesn't believe in the Force.
And Chewie never corrects him, I guess.
Yeah.
Right, and
dude, I've seen it. What are you talking about?
And maybe the chief of Chewie's tribe's
secret.
Word of this is never to be spoken.
Yeah,
and he just never does.
He does. Yeah, maybe.
That could be it.
Which they definitely have honor. So the Wookiee race is a very honorable race.
Yes.
So yes, I could see if they were told absolute secrecy, nothing about Yoda.
Never,
especially in Legends.
A word of what happened here is never to be spoken again. Chewie would never speak it again.
Yep.
Which I kind of
so.
I think it would be kind of cool if in this Han Solo movie, even though it probably won't happen, but it would be cool to go to see Kashyyyk again, or, because, I don't know, Kashyyyk was always one of my favorites in, Star Wars universe.
Yeah, it's very indoor-esque, but maybe even bigger trees and...
Well, they have to support.
It's more jungle than indoor.
It's more jungle.
Than indoor is. It's a bit like Scarif, in a way.
Yeah, kind of a combo of the two.
Yeah. It's like Scarif and Indoor in one. But I would love to see Kashyyyk again in anything. Especially seeing the Wookiee traditions. Maybe they could dip into Legends again with some of the Wookiee traditions, like the proving and
just not from the Christmas special.
No. But from the Knights of the Old Republic, where you get banished and you have to fight your way in through single-handed combat. I don't know. It was always such an interesting thing that they did with it in Legends. But yeah, I'm excited to see this movie. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, I'm ready to see what the toys come out and start getting those and be poor again.
All right, what's next?
We got Disney's Star Wars Resort reveals first look photos. If it will load. There we go.
So
this is one of the hotel rooms, I'm guessing.
Yeah. It's just gonna be so cool.
It is pretty cool.
The experience is gonna be, and it's gonna be so crowded, and then that's gonna be sort of the downside, I guess. But at least everybody that's there, is like a Star Wars fan, or why would you be there?
Yeah.
So hopefully everybody's, it's just like going to the Harry Potter section of Universal and that kind of stuff. Everybody that's in there, at least maybe not everybody, but 90% of the people there are
Harry Potter fans.
Yeah, they know what's going on.
There are just the people that are just there to go to the rides to ride the rides. I don't even care anything.
But staying in the hotel would be as
if you're going to just pay that, if you're going to pony up the money for it, for one thing.
Right, I think
you're a Star Wars fan,
right.
or your kids.
You want to experience it.
I'm telling you, we should save up money so that we can get our hotel room.
I'm probably using that year's income tax return to do
that.
Yep.
But I like this look of the rooms. They're really cool. They got
I'm hoping there's other themed rooms besides.
Oh yeah, me too.
Because that looks like maybe Tantive 4 type.
Maybe Resistance.
I'd like to see some Imperial ones. Rooms
maybe a clone trooper with the 1,000 bunk bed tower.
I don't know if they're going to let you climb that high up on the bunk beds.
That would be hilarious. That'd be hilarious, though. I would love that. That would be pretty funny.
That would probably be considered the hostel.
The
youth hostel.
Youth hostel. The Star Wars youth hostel. Yeah, but I would like to go that.
Is that the bomb? Well, I mean, yeah, I would love just
because somebody's holding a thermal detonator.
Somebody's holding
that down.
Bausch, put that thermal detonator down.
But yeah, I'd like to go, and if I went though into Disneyland or Disney World, because I don't think I'd go to Disneyland. But
no, I'd be going
Disney
to Orlando.
World.
Yeah.
You gotta open it and leave it for a while, though.
Okay. Stupid. Yes, if you guys do not know, we have the laundry room right there. So
yeah, we're totally in just a basement. We don't have a studio.
No.
But I would like to go, and if I go to the Orlando one down there, I'm gonna stay in that hotel for I don't know how many days. But I'm just going to go to the Star Wars stuff and nothing. I won't even venture to the other parts of the park. Or if I do, maybe just one day.
Take one day and go to the rest of it.
The rest of the time, I'm going to be at the Star Wars stuff all the time. And good God, I can't even imagine how much money I could blow on freaking stuff.
Right.
I really have to play this.
Yeah, just memorabilia.
I gotta watch how much money I take.
All the stuff that you can only get at the resort.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, just those 2 pictures.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool too, where you can like look up.
And see the Tantive 4.
Even though it's just going to be like a screen.
Yeah. It's not real.
Yeah.
But still.
They're not actual windows.
Well, it's like
TV.
If you guys remember, we went on that King Kong ride on in Universal. That crap looked real. Like you were actually there.
That VR, the virtual reality?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to close my eyes through some of it because I was about ready to Ralph. Because of how real it felt. I felt like we were actually in motion and stuff, and things were happening. We like went down off that cliff, but none of it was happening. You were just sitting there and like upright, and I was like, holding on. Those bats and stuff were coming at you.
Yeah,
I couldn't handle it. I missed like the last third of it because I couldn't look anymore.
That's actually a good question. Are they gonna do kind of something like that, but with the Minok cave from Empire Strikes Back?
I don't know.
That would be kind of cool, like a scary ride.
I will ride it and I will puke if I have to. I want a biker scout speeder bike going down through the friggin' trees on Indoor. If you could give me that on a virtual reality and it looked real, that'd be the coolest thing.
That would be pretty cool. But yeah, I think like a Minok cave, the inside of the Space Worm would be really cool as well. To see,
like I said, man, I just got to make sure I move money out of my checking into my savings so I can't dip into it to freaking buy stuff.
I'm just gonna load up on Dramamine, the motion sickness drug.
There you go. Just
go on every ride till I puke.
Ralph.
All right, whatever. I'm gonna experience it one way or the other.
But yes, very cool pictures. I hope more pictures are coming out.
Oh yeah, they'll keep
sending stuff out. When's it supposed to open? Next year or the year after next?
2019, I thought.
Yes, next year. That's hard to believe.
Is it? I can't. It doesn't say.
And maybe not the hotel yet.
But
that might come a little later. But the actual part
of it, yeah. I want to go when the hotel's built though. Could you imagine what the lobby's gonna look like, or the pool, the swimming pool?
Right, like you get like transported like on like a train, and once you get on that thing, you're like immersed in like the Star Wars.
Yeah,
like every.
Well, it's kind of like what they did with Harry Potter, because they have the train,
right?
And then
so
you get in the train and you see
all the stuff. Then once you get off the train, it's just. It looks like you're in freaking Hogwarts.
Yep.
Right. Like you're in the towns and the stuff.
And then you can also find the secret alleyway, Diagon's Alley. You have to actually look for it in order to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be very similar experience to that. Like, once you get on that train, like, you're going to be immersed in the Star Wars experience from everything I'm reading.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be like.
Makes me wonder what the design that they're going to go with is then for the transport to, like, do you get into...
Maybe it's the Han Solo train that we're going to see. You've seen the
maybe.
pictures of that Han Solo train from the Han Solo movie.
That'd be kind
Why couldn't it be that train?
That would be pretty cool.
Or you could just get on a transport ship, and it just feels like you're on a transport ship. You're like...
Yeah.
All right, so what's our next story there, Don?
Star Wars The Last Jedi novel says Luke had a wife.
I need to read this novel now.
Yeah, that's like...
It's supposed to be like the opening line of the novel.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Jay's theory of freaking Rey as Luke's daughter has just come back into play.
That's right.
And my hope for a possible Mara Jade.
Here's the line.
So, yeah. Luke Skywalker stood in the cooling sands of Tatooine, his wife by his side. It's the very first line, yeah.
Yeah. Now, a lot, like, some people are speculating, well, it's just a vision of what could have been had Luke not...
Luke stayed at Tatooine.
If he would have stayed in Tatooine.
That could be it.
Had he not ever met Ben, or Kenobi.
If the
Kenobi
droids
and-
never fell into his lap,
Right.
they just
It could have
found
been a
their way
bit
to
like
Obi-Wan
an
Kenobi
alternate
without him.
vision that Luke has.
Maybe it could be something like that.
But, until that's made,
Until we can actually
known.
read the book,
Right.
we don't know.
I just have to speculate.
My hope for
That's
a
interesting.
possible Mara Jade. Like, not... It could be the same characterization, maybe just different backstory, but definitely you could do the
just-
same character.
Just think of how the story would have been totally different if the droids didn't land
Well, like,
at the Lars homestead with the Jawas. If they would have found their way to Obi-Wan without him,
Right.
There's a
they would
pretty...
have never found.
Maybe Obi-Wan might have
knew-
gone and got
asked,
Luke.
and asked for Luke's help,
Right.
because he knew who Luke was. Well, he knows who Luke is.
And could be.
And could,
Speaking of which, there's actually a pretty good, like, sort of alternate universe thing that people have made, where what if Luke went with Bail Organa, Bail Organa took Luke,
if they went the other way around,
and Leia was taken by Owen. Yeah.
by Obi-Wan to drop off at Owen, and
And Beru's house.
Yeah.
it'd be like totally opposite. Friggin' Leia would be the Jedi, and Luke would be the guy that doesn't know,
What's going on? Yeah.
knows,
Well,
but understands the Force eventually, but doesn't use it.
But would have
Yeah.
been more involved in the rebellion.
Yes, he would have been more involved with the rebellion. That'd have been weird.
yeah. It's like, would things go
Would
the
things be
same way?
exactly the same? No, it couldn't be.
No,
Yeah.
it
It'd
couldn't
be
be.
totally. It'd have to be
It'd be a
different.
completely different story.
Yeah.
We would have changed everything.
Yeah. But yeah, that was one of the headcanons that someone came, or like, one of the alternate universes someone came up with, and it like took off, and people have been making fan art of it and fan
Yeah.
fictions of it and stuff. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, like it.
Yeah,
and
'cause
it can
what-
happen that way with anything. Just one decision.
Uh-huh.
That's all it
Yeah.
takes.
Because would
To
Leia
change the outcome of
would
anything.
Leia have been a pilot? She may not have been, where Luke was.
Yeah.
So then, how do you destroy the Death Star if she's not a pilot?
And would Kenobi come to her and, Yeah, like,
You don't know. It's
Right.
this throws you for what ifs, man. You can just sit there and do that all day.
Right.
But very interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe just a vision. Maybe it's real. Who knows?
Oh, the book, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to read it and see.
Right. That's right. And, yeah. I'm probably
still
gonna
need
read
to-
it now.
Oh, you got to read that fast.
Here's Jay's. Poor Jay.
Yeah. Sad face. Jay.
Oh,
Jazz
this is
face.
why we couldn't find them. They got pushed to March.
Yep.
Yeah. And this worries me a little bit.
Ahsoka and Padme gets pushed to March.
This is the Forces of Destiny
Yes.
figures like the Rey that's
Right,
up behind
and-
Alan.
Yeah. So Ahsoka and the Padme
Leia.
Oh, yeah.
figures have been delayed. So they're supposed to come out on the 20th, I think, of this month. Now they've been pushed all the way back. Well, not all the way. It's just next month.
Yeah.
But to March. And it worries me, but it also excites me at the same time. It worries me that the figures themselves, the Forces of Destiny figures, aren't doing that well.
These guys.
And price-wise, they are kind of spendy,
Oh,
yeah.
but they're worth it. I mean, I like all the ones I have.
I love the Ray one that I have.
However, the collector in me is okay with them not doing very well because the value will go up because
less people bought them.
those young boys and girls who did get them and played with them are going to be looking for them in the future.
Yeah.
In their boxes,
In the box,
untouched.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
and they'll be the ones that us collectors now will be selling to later.
Later.
I mean,
Well, you
It's just
you
a-
as a collector might be.
right, it's
I'll
just
be
a
I'll be willing
cycle-
mine to this guy over here probably.
it's just the cycle of collecting and
Oh, yeah.
redistributing.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
it is.
to younger fans.
My vast
so-
collection will be willed to Dallin. Now, Dallin can sell it if he wants.
I'm worried on one hand that
Probably not. I'd probably keep them
that
around.
these two are going to be extremely hard to find.
Yeah.
Right now, even when March rolls out, and maybe they won't. Maybe they made thousands of them or hundreds of thousands of them. But I just hope that it's not like a sign that the line is
This
going
line
away.
is going away. Me too,
Yeah.
because I really like them. They're really
Right.
well done.
Yeah. That really
But
nicely
the collector
detailed.
side of me says, if they do go away, then that just drives up the price of
Price
the ones
of
that
a
people
half.
have kept in
Yep.
good condition. So, it's a
Give and take, give and take.
Yeah.
right. handful of good in one hand and a handful
Yeah.
of good in the other hand.
We got what is Star Wars Resistance?
Right, so Lucasfilm trademarked that name,
And
Star Wars Resistance.
yeah,
I
Face
would-
have uncovered some newly registered trademarks for the title Star Wars Resistance. These point towards consumer products to support a new television series or
That's
film.
would be my guess. Is the
It's
television
the new
series?
Dave Filoni series.
That's
maybe.
live
Animated?
action, or maybe it could be animated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could be.
And that would make
that's-
sense because you're kind of taking off from where Rebels left off.
I think you're going way forward, and
Or
you're
you're going
starting
even
the
further.
start of the Resistance.
Oh, instead of the rebellion, you're
For
right.
the
It's
New Order.
resistance for the
Oh,
new order
that's-
against
like
the
you
new
get
order.
into that time.
I'm not
period.
really.
So maybe
like,
you're going to be before Force Awakens.
Because
I
that's the
have
only time we
problems
ever.
with this if that's the
That's
case.
the only time we ever hear the term Resistance.
Yeah,
is
Yeah.
in the new trilogy.
Yeah, because the other one was Rebellion.
Yeah, I have problems with this if this is the case. It's just if that's the case, then it's just going to be Rebels 2.0 again. Why can't we just have something new? Like a new animated series that completely does something different instead
Well,
of
maybe
just,
it's
oh,
called Star Wars Resistance, and it's going to be from the First Order side of things. I don't know.
that would be interesting.
That'd be different,
Yeah,
where you're seeing it through their eyes instead
Right.
of the Rebels or Resistance eyes.
yeah. It says so it will be live action. So will it be live action animated or a new movie?
It could
Time
be a
will
live.
tell.
It could be a live action one too, where it's
Could be.
something
That's
to do.
going to show up on the Disney Live, their
Live-
streaming service.
Their streaming service.
Could be.
Right.
Who knows? No one knows except for the people
No.
that the powers to be at
There you
Lucas
go.
do, but the rest of us don't.
85 days. So we got Solo Star Wars story opens in 85 days, 23 hours, 58 minutes, and 18 seconds right now.
14 seconds, 13 seconds, 12 seconds.
12 seconds.
We'll stay here for the next 85 days, 23 hours, 58 minutes, and 7 seconds. Count it out for you guys. And 4, 3, 2,
2.
1.
And
Wow.
57
Now
minutes.
it's only
57 minutes. Okay. But yeah, I hope that it's something different and it's just like not, oh, you saw the beginning of the rebellion. Here's the beginning of the resistance. Because I think we already kind of know how the resistance started. But obviously Leia was the one who started the
Or the-
whole thing.
Yeah, after the First Order showed up, and then it's also they're also backed by the Senate and by the Republic.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
so
parts of it. Because the Republic split.
Yes.
Once they found out Leia was Darth Vader's daughter. If you
Yes.
read the book, one of the books that she's...
Isn't
And-
it Leia?
No, not that
No.
one. Not the Leia book.
But they
it's the one
split
that's-
from one into the First Order, and the other one went into just the Republic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of went that way.
And she's just the leader of basically the Republic's
Resistance.
of the Republic's army, really.
But she doesn't-
Isn't that
It
what
was
it
like
really
one
is?
section of
One
it.
section of it. Okay.
Yeah, she never really liked the Republic because they were mostly corrupt. A lot of them were.
Basically, like they were back in the Senate. days of
Basically,
the
they were
Padme Amidala.
relapsing
Right,
back into.
Well, that's what happens when
That's
you
what happens
let
with government.
Yeah.
it becomes corrupt.
Uh-huh.
Right, because
Any and
it's
all
always
government.
a power struggle.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we already know how the Resistance formed. I would like, I don't know, something different. Hopefully, there's something
It
different.
could be totally something totally different that you don't even know what it is. They're just going to
Right.
use that name. It could have nothing to do with the resistance. At
Yeah.
all.
Right. It could have nothing to do. It could have something to do with somebody resisting the Force or resisting becoming a Sith. Who knows what it,
Yeah.
who knows what it is.
All right. What's our next one, Dal? Next story.
Solo's place in the official Star Wars timeline has been revealed. Excuse me. Well, isn't it kind of obvious?
Well, it's definitely before
A
the
New
events
Hope.
of Rogue,
Rogue
One,
One.
and before even the events of probably the Rebels.
Yeah.
But I just want to know how close it is to those events and, like, you know.
So we got Catalyst, which is these are all the books.
Yeah, that's the book that comes right before Rogue One. That's sort of the catalyst to the events that start Rogue One.
Yep. And then we got Lords of the Sith,
Okay.
Tarkin.
So that's sort of the rise of Tarkin.
Then The Last Shot actually comes before Solo, so that's a prequel book to the movie.
Comes after.
What comes
Oh,
after?
yeah. No, you're right. Comes before Solo. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a prequel with Lando and Han.
Mm-hmm. And then Solo, the movie, and then Thrawn, the book, and then A New Dawn, the comic book series.
That's an actual novel.
Oh, is it?
Yep, I've read that one. It's pretty good.
It's the one where you get to see how Kanan and Hera meet.
Right?
Yeah. And then Rebels, and then Rogue One.
So
All right.
it's not too far.
No?
No, but it's sort of back before maybe the rebellion gets started. It's definitely before, like, the
Rebels.
the events
yeah.
of Rebels.
So
Because
that
even in A New Dawn, the rebellion was just starting to form, just bits and pieces. People were rebelling against
Yeah,
what
and
the
I haven't-
Empire was doing, but there was no, like...
I never had the chance to read the Thrawn book, so I don't know about that one.
Right.
That'd be a question for Jordan.
For our sister,
Yeah.
for sure. And the Tarkin book is sort of like the rise of Tarkin, after we see him in...
Clone Wars.
Yeah.
How he gets to that Grand Moff status.
Guys should have thrown him in the lava pit when they had a chance.
Yeah, and Mustafar.
Mustafar. They didn't.
Nope.
Or let those...
Well, that's because him and Anakin got buddy-buddy
Yeah.
with each other.
Right, and Catalyst is the story about sort of the Death Star, how it comes to be, like the plans and how all that stuff evolved. Lords of the Sith, I have not read that book, but I've heard it's a fantastic book.
Yeah. Is this supposed to be like about Darth Vader?
Yep.
Kind of like
It's
how
Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine.
Like how he
basically.
first started out as Darth Vader?
It's basically, I think it's basically Vader hunting down the remaining Jedi and that kind of story.
Nice. But yeah,
Right.
very cool. Now that we know where it is.
So yeah, it's kind of before the rebellions. We don't have to worry. There's not going to be any rebellion stuff in it.
Yeah.
Gives you a little bit of information about
All right.
what the movie is.
So I'm going to put the trailer down because I don't think you've seen it.
I haven't seen the trailer for
I
that.
haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I watched it.
Okay. I'm gonna put the trailer probably right there or something. So while we're watching it, so hold on.
What's this a trailer for?
Rebels finale.
Oh.
Oh wait, hold on.
Rebels.
The series finale.
Oh, I
It's
haven't
only
watched,
next week's the end.
I haven't watched this week's yet.
Yeah, me neither.
I need to watch this week's.
I kind of got spoiled by being on Facebook.
Dang.
But I won't spoil anything.
Hold on. If
It'll load.
it would. There you go.
The sound.
Yeah. It's not going. Whatever.
There's no sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need
For the
Anyway, there
series.
was a trailer that came out for the series finale, which is next week for Rebels.
That's hard to believe.
Right. And it looks very Ezra-centric.
Yeah.
Yes, it definitely looks Ezra-centric from what we're watching here.
Just in the-
And Thrawn.
Yeah. It's
Which it would be now that
going to be the
Kanan's
Ezra
gone.
versus Thrawn showdown.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to lose some more of our beloved Rebels
Wait,
in this
did
final
the
battle.
Ugnaught just get shot? Isn't that the Ugnaught right there who just gets shot right there? Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah, the
One
red.
of Hondo's.
Hondo's
Yeah.
Ugnaughts, got shot.
Hopefully nothing happens to Hondo. I don't want him dying.
There is a line from Hondo, it's not verbatim, but it's like, I'd do anything for that kid. He really loves Ezra.
Hondo?
Yeah.
He's one of my
Wait,
favorite
there's something that I just
characters.
saw. Hold on. I'm dissecting.
We can do this. Please. Well, actually, we'll just wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, but never mind. It looked like a double-bladed blue lightsaber, but it might have been one of those staves that they use.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but kind of bittersweet. I want to see how gets wrapped up, but I also gonna miss this series because I like a lot of the characters.
Yeah.
So it's a little bittersweet. But we're also hopefully we'll get something new though coming down the pike.
Right, and I hope
Yeah.
that if the characters that do make it and don't die, I hope we get a little bit of closure as to where they went,
And what happened to him? Yes.
right, and why we haven't seen them since. I mean, they're starting to fill in those gaps with Hera that we know survives in Chopper. Just with, mentions in Rogue One and a little scene in Rogue One where you see Chopper roll by.
Yeah.
But
Well, and you also see the ghosts, so Hera was.
and then in Forces of Destiny, you see Hera talking to Han on Endor, so she makes it there.
Yeah, so she makes it past the Battle of Scarif and all that
Right.
too. So
Yeah, so you see her at least, but where did everybody else go?
Yeah. Well, like, like you guys said, I think.
Sabine, particularly, and Zeb.
Yeah. Well, and Ezra.
Yes, and Ezra.
I'm pretty sure Ezra's gonna have to probably perish, but we'll see. See how they play, how they finish it off.
Yeah, like maybe his ending can be a bit obscure, kind of like Darth Maul's in
Maybe he's just captured by Thrawn.
Yeah.
And Thrawn just takes him back to his space.
Yeah, you just never hear from him.
Who knows?
It could be like the ending of Darth Maul in the Clone Wars, where Sidious takes him and then you never see him again until the next series, and then he pops up again. Could be like that.
Right.
Which would be very interesting to see. Maybe Ezra as like an old man, or older man, like Luke's age or something.
Right, they'd be roughly the same age.
Yeah, well, yeah, they are, because they were both born on the same day on the same year.
Yeah. On Empire Day.
They were both born on. They're completely the same age, which I find funny. And yeah, it's just gonna be interesting to see what happens to him. I like your guys' theory though of Sabine going with Saw Gerrera.
I could totally see that, but you never know. Who knows?
I would like to see like the Saw's point of view done in some form, comic book or either way.
Yeah,
something like grittier and just. We're not taking you prisoner. We're just going to kill you if you're an empire. We don't need to know what you're doing. We're just going to.
Yeah, I would love to
put an end to whatever you're doing.
Yeah. A Saw Gerrera comic book.
A comic book would probably be a good best way to do that.
Yeah. Would be a really cool idea. Just like a mini series,
right?
Or something.
It could just be like a 12-issue run or a 20-issue run.
Maybe you don't even have to say what happens to Sabine in the show, and that's where you
you just pick her back up and maybe.
Where that's where she goes.
She gets killed during that series.
Where she gets blown up on what is that place called?
Jeddah,
yeah.
Maybe.
All right. What else, Dylan? Are we done?
No, that's it.
That was it.
That's it for this week. Yeah, pretty short week, but
yeah, not much news on this week.
That's all right.
It happens sometimes.
Right now, really, Rebels is the only thing going on, and the ramp up to Han Solo.
And a little bit of episode 9 talk, but not much.
Quite a bit of toy stuff is coming out, I've noticed. Like, for example, I named our last episode that we did Toys, and More Toys. Because that's literally... I went through the whole episode and watched it, and that was 90% of the stuff that we talked about. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to name it Toys.
Well, I think that's because we have Solo coming up, so
yeah.
Yep.
All that kind of news is just starting to pop up.
Yeah. But yes, I hope that you enjoyed the 44th episode of
Red 2
Chatter. And, Jay, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at jwilsonbydesign, and I probably will be creating a Red 2 Chatter.
Instagram?
Yeah, only Instagram, and also a Vero account for Red 2 Chatter.
I've heard about Vero. What is it?
Vero is a new social media site that has 0 algorithms. So everything you post is going to get seen by all your followers. It's basically, like Instagram has algorithms. Like if you post too much, not every single one of your viewers gets to see all your posts unless you specifically go to their page.
Yeah.
But if you're following somebody on Vero, you'll get to see everything.
Everything
that they post. And they're never going to take that away, they claim.
That's pretty good. That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, Facebook's
especially for
bad at it and
companies and up and coming creators on YouTube and stuff.
And it's going to be very based, sort of like Instagram. I think the way it looks is mostly imagery,
picture based,
mostly imagery. Yeah.
That'd
so we'll
be
get going on that with Red 2 Chatter.
All right, cool.
I don't do social media. I'm going to start though because we're doing this other project and I need to be able to promote it. So.
One that you may find out in the future.
We might tell you about it on this channel just because.
Yeah, we'll definitely promote it.
I think Jay has said it once. that we were working on
Yeah.
one.
We
But
had another project going, but
yeah.
it won't take away from this one. We'll continue this one.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy doing it, even if nobody's watching.
Yeah.
Eventually, people will watch.
Oh yeah.
People
Just got to keep going at it.
Well,
That's
every day somebody has a chance of stumbling across it.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And then you can find me on YouTube as well under Major Glitterix. I'm probably gonna start up a Vero account for that one as well because I've seen it around and a lot of small YouTubers have been using it lately. So I think I'm gonna join in and
It's gonna be the new
try
hot
it.
thing, I think.
Yeah, and try it out. See what's good. Yeah. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Later.
Laters.